Breaking news for everyone collecting Social Security, SSI, or SSDI. Millions of Americans are about to see a $672 boost in their monthly payments. And if you're not prepared for how this works, you could be caught off guard. This isn't a rumor. This is official. And if you're a senior, disabled, or receiving supplemental security income, you need to hear this right now. The Social Security Administration has confirmed the cost of living adjustment for this year, and it's going to change your payment schedule, your budgeting, and possibly even your eligibility for other benefits. Stay with me, because what I'm about to explain could make or break your financial planning for the months ahead. If this is your first time here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason: to help Social Security recipients like you stay informed, stay protected, and never miss a dollar you're entitled to. I don't work for the government. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm here because too many seniors and disabled Americans get blindsided by changes they never saw coming. And this COLA increase, it's great news. But it comes with timing issues, tax implications, and payment schedule changes that most people don't understand until it's too late. So here's what we're going to cover today: what this $672 boost really means, who gets it and when, how it affects SSI, SSDI, and retirement benefits differently, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to prepare. But first, if you want to stay ahead of every Social Security change before it hits your bank account, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is how you protect your income. All right, let's break this down. What is the $672 boost? Let's start with the numbers because that's what matters most. The Social Security Administration announced a cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for 2025. This adjustment is designed to help your benefits keep up with inflation. Now, when we say $672 boost, we're talking about the average increase that retirees will see over the course of a full year. That breaks down to about $56 more per month for the average Social Security retirement recipient. But here's where it gets important. Not everyone gets the same amount. If you're receiving the maximum Social Security retirement benefit, your monthly increase could be closer to $80 or even $100. If you're on SSI, your boost will be smaller, around $23 per month on average. And if you're on SSDI, it depends entirely on your current benefit amount. So the $672 figure, that's an annual average. Your actual monthly increase depends on what you're already receiving. Why is this happening? The Social Security Administration is required by law to adjust benefits every year based on inflation. They use something called the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, to measure how much prices have gone up for things like food, housing, medical care, and energy. When inflation rises, your benefits rise. When inflation is low, the COLA is smaller. Some years, like back in 2010, 2011, and 2016, there was no COLA at all because inflation was nearly zero. But this year, because of rising costs across the board, groceries, utilities, rent, healthcare, the government calculated that beneficiaries need more money just to maintain the same standard of living. That's why this adjustment exists. It's not a bonus. It's not extra income. It's a correction to help your fixed income keep pace with the cost of living. Who gets the boost and when? Here's where timing gets tricky, and this is critical. If you receive Social Security retirement or SSDI benefits, your first payment with the COLA increase will arrive in January 2025. The exact date depends on your birthday. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of the month, your payment comes on the second Wednesday of January. If you were born between the 11th and 20th, you get paid on the third Wednesday. If you were born between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on the fourth Wednesday. If you receive SSI, your payment schedule is different. SSI payments always come on the first of the month. But here's the twist. If the first falls on a weekend or holiday, SSI pays early. That means some SSI recipients may see their January payment with the COLA increase arrive in late December. This has caused confusion in the past because people think they're getting two payments in one month, but they're not. It's just the January payment arriving early. How does this affect your other benefits? Now, this is the part that catches people off guard. If you receive SSI, your payment is based on your income and resources. When your Social Security or SSDI payment goes up because of COLA, that counts as an increase in your income. And if your income goes up, your SSI payment might go down. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're receiving $700 a month in SSDI and $200 a month in SSI. When the COLA kicks in, your SSDI might increase to $750. But because your SSDI went up by $50, the Social Security Administration may reduce your SSI by a similar amount to offset that increase. You're not losing money overall, but your SSI portion shrinks because your SSDI portion grew. This is how the system works, and it's designed to prevent people from getting more than the maximum allowable benefit. The same thing can happen with other programs. If you're on Medicaid, food stamps, or housing assistance, those programs also look at your income. A COLA increase could push you slightly over the income limit for certain benefits. I'm not saying this will happen to you, but you need to check with your state or local benefits office to see if your COLA increase affects your eligibility for anything else. Don't assume everything will stay the same. What about taxes? Here's another thing most people don't think about. Social Security benefits can be taxable. If you have other sources of income, like a pension, part-time work, or retirement account withdrawals, your Social Security benefits might be subject to federal income tax. The IRS uses something called combined income to determine this. If your combined income is over $25,000 as an individual or $32,000 as a married couple, up to 50% of your Social Security benefits may be taxable. If it's over $34,000 for individuals or $44,000 for couples, up to 85% can be taxed. When your COLA increases your monthly benefit, it also increases your annual income. That could push you into a higher tax bracket or make more of your benefits taxable. Again, this doesn't affect everyone. But if you're close to those income thresholds, this is something you need to plan for. Talk to a tax professional if you're unsure. The bottom line. The COLA increase is good news. It means your benefits are keeping up with inflation. But it's not free money. It's an adjustment. And with that adjustment comes changes to your payment schedule, possible impacts on other benefits, and potential tax implications. You need to understand how this works so you can plan accordingly. Don't just see a bigger number in your bank account and assume everything else stays the same. All right, now let's talk about what you need to do. First, check your Social Security account online. Go to SSA.gov, log into your My Social Security account, and look at your payment history. You should see a notice explaining your new benefit amount and when it starts. If you don't have an online account, create one. It takes 5 minutes and it gives you direct access to your benefit information, payment dates, and any notices from the SSA. Second, update your budget. If you're getting an extra $50 or $60 a month, that's great. But don't spend it all before you understand how it affects your other benefits or your taxes. Give yourself a month or two to see how everything shakes out. Third, if you receive SSI and other need-based benefits, contact those programs directly. Ask them if your COLA increase will affect your eligibility. Don't wait until you get a letter saying your benefits have been reduced. Be proactive. Fourth, if you're close to retirement and thinking about when to claim Social Security, remember that COLA applies to your benefit amount at the time you claim. The earlier you claim, the lower your base benefit, and the lower your COLA increases will be for the rest of your life. Waiting until full retirement age or later gives you a higher base and higher COLAs. And finally, stay informed. The Social Security system changes every year. Payment dates shift. Rules get updated. New legislation gets passed. If you're not paying attention, you could miss something important. That's why this channel exists. To give you the information you need when you need it, in plain English. If this video helped you understand the COLA increase and what it means for your payments, do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. Every time the Social Security Administration releases new information, changes a rule, or updates a payment schedule, I break it down for you in videos just like this one. You don't have to dig through government websites or wait for a letter in the mail. You'll know what's happening before it affects your bank account. This is your income. This is your financial security, and you deserve to understand it. So subscribe, stay informed, and never get caught off guard again. All right, let's wrap this up. The Social Security COLA increase is official. Millions of Americans will see a boost in their monthly payments starting in January 2025. For the average retiree, that's about $56 more per month, or $670 over the course of the year. But remember, this isn't extra money. It's an adjustment to help your benefits keep up with inflation, and it comes with potential impacts on other benefits, taxes, and your overall financial plan. So check your account, update your budget, and stay informed. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next update. Stay protected, stay informed, and take care.